So this is the RVR video. This is the bit where we're actually going to give you the data, the facts, the actual bits and pieces that you've been clawing for and waiting for. Josh promised them on his last podcast. Now they're going to arrive. Just to make sure that we get it right, Jeff's off busy making the game. I'm here for energy, excitement and drama, but he's here to tell you the details, to confirm all the things that you want to hear, that I want to hear. And the one I want to talk about is victory points.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's just recap. Victory points.
Right. As you're playing through Warhammer Online and you advance through the tiers of gameplay, you accumulate what we call victory points. These points help your realm wrest control of zones away from your enemies. Controlling lower-tiered zones gives your realm an advantage in capturing the higher-tiered zones. We call that prior control. And everything leads up to siege and capture of your enemy's capital city.
So these things are important.
Very important.
Okay, well, how do I get them?
Well, pretty much anything you do earns victory points. But sort of in the broadest terms, there's the prior control and PvE, then there's instanced RVR in the form of scenarios, and there's open world RVR in the form of skirmishes and battlefield objectives.
So there's 3 ways.
Oh yeah, 3 ways.
Okay, now just be careful, because when we get carried away with making changes, we often take away things I like.
Okay.
Now, one of the things I liked is that I could contribute to the campaign system by going off and doing the environment stuff, PvE. I mean, I was doing public quests and doing all the stuff that didn't involve me having to go out and get killed by 6-year-olds. Is that... Don't tell me you've changed that.
No, we've left in the significant part of the victory point system that's drawn from all of the non-RVR or PvE content in the game. So things like public quests, things like going out and engaging in the really interesting quest components of the game. All the PvE content is still going to be a critical part of victory point collection and overall zone control.
Okay, right. Now, so here's one of the problems I always had with the victory points. I never liked it. The objective system. What used to happen is I was always on my own. I'd be on an open field RVR, and everyone would be in scenarios, which are cool, which are good, which are great, but because they didn't count as much, I was on my own. There was no one there. What are you going to do about that?
Well, the first thing that we're doing is we're actually going and we're refactoring the importance of open world RVR. In the past, scenarios counted for significantly more victory points.
Tell me about it!
Than anything else in the game. Well now, because of the feedback that we got from valued players like Paul and you, we're going in, we're taking the open world RVR content and we're making that significantly more important to the overall war effort.
Wait a minute. So people are going to be out in open RVR because it counts more.
Yes.
Well, that leads to another problem then that I have. I ended up playing tag in those areas. I'd run around, I'd go up to an objective, I'd go, tag, the objective's mine, I'd run off and collect another one. I never felt like I needed to defend them, I never felt that I got anything when I was doing them, and I could do it on my own. How are you going to get around that?
Well, the first thing that we're doing is we're bringing back something that we did in Dark Age of Camelot. We're bringing back keeps. So it's no longer going to be an undefended, unfortified position that a single player can just run in, tag, as you said, and take control of it and then move on to the next one. It's going to require effort, it's going to require a group, it's going to require significantly more fighting. We're really bringing the war back into open field RVR.
So, keeps.
Absolutely.
Keeps, fortifications, stuff like that. It sounds cool, it's got to be cool. We've got to have great imageries behind us, and CJ will have done all his work. But I want to hear about them, I want to hear how great they are. So I'm going to run you through my basic idea. I'm in the beginning part of the game.
Yep.
I'm wandering off. I've now got a reason to do objectives, which is cool. I'm capturing objectives, which is cool. I'm not just going to see great big keeps right at the beginning.
No. Early on, you're going to see initial fortifications. Walls, spikes coming up out of the ground.
That's cool.
Guards sort of patrolling around.
Oh, guards. There's going to be guards.
Oh, yeah.
And when I capture it, will it look like it belongs... Like if orcs capture stuff, will it look very orky?
Oh, yeah. Basically, there's going to be a themed version of each of the keeps. So depending on who's taking control of it, you're going to be able to look at that keep and go, oh, well, that's obviously a keep that the elves have controlled versus the orcs.
So when you're doing the keeps, you've got these guards. These guards are there so that, what, if nobody's there and they try to attack it, I get told?
That's part of the reason, but one of the other reasons is we want to make sure that in the event that you have gone out, you've been part of a guild that's gone and taken over a keep.
Oh, wait a minute. Guilds take keeps?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's like a guild mechanic. Well, that's cool.
Your guild will be able to go out, take over a keep, hang your heraldry from the wall, and have that sort of be visible to the public.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, bragging rights. You have, as a guild, gone out and controlled this part of the world. But after you've gone and done all the work to do that, It shouldn't simply be a matter of people waiting until none of you are actually in the keep at the moment and then taking it back.
That's
so
a
the
plain
guards,
tag thing I don't like.
The guards will be there to guarantee that it takes effort, that it takes persistent fighting from an invading force to actually take over your keep. It also gives you the opportunity, in the event that you've gone out into the world to do something else, to get back to your keep and defend it if invaders arrive.
Okay, let me give you one of those griefy things I don't like. There's 10 guys, they're in a keep. They've got their little guards. I've only got 10 guys to try and get them out. We're two equally matched. Surely I've got to have some way of getting into that keep. Is there anything going to help me?
Battering ram might help.
Battering rams! I get battering rams?
We've got siege weapons.
Oh, is that with your guild of Josh?
Well, yes, the Josh Dwarven Guild has brought Josh's awesome siege weapons to the front.
So you've taken over my keep?
I'm attacking
so
your
now
keep.
it what? So it's got dwarvy things in it?
Now it's turning all dwarvy, and my guild banner is hanging over the side, flapping in the breeze.
Well, I'll just get a bigger siege weapon.
Well, I'd like to see you try.
Well, I'll just get 2 battering rams and nail them together.
Well, I'll get
it's
more
the
dwarves.
orc way.
I'll get more dwarves.
Well, you're still going to die.
We're going to fight we're going to be up on the battlements.
multiple level attacks.
My engineers are going to be shooting
I'll
down
just get
at you.
more people in.
Well, then I'll
well,
dump
you're not going to win,
I'm going to dump boiling oil on your head.
work.
It's too bad that the oil killed you.
Okay, clearly we got a little excitable when we talked about keeps before.
Sorry about that.
That's because they're very, very exciting.
Yeah, we're much better now. Let's really go over the specifics of keeps and sieges in open world RVR. Keeps will be permanent structures placed in strategic locations around the RVR territories. Battlefield objectives will still be a part of open world RVR, and in some cases will even play a part in keep capture. Anyone can participate in capturing a keep, but only guilds can claim them. Siege weapons can be built and used to capture keeps, although you can attack a keep without them. NPC guards will support whomever holds a particular keep, to ensure that keeps cannot change hands too easily. Keeps will have multiple levels of combat space, and no ladders. Keeps will change in appearance based on what faction controls them.
So there you are, everything you need to know about keeps and sieges. And this was a real difficult podcast to nail down. It took like 4 different attempts, taking weeks to put it together. CJ's been great. He needs to go home, see his family and his kid. Josh is going home. I'm going home. We're all going to enjoy the holidays. We'll see you in the new year.